Okay, I'm gonna do one more video in the dark with a headache, just because it's one I've been meaning to do for a while. Touching back onto mental health, my therapist gave me advice a long while ago, and before I say the advice, I am going to tell you this does not apply to every situation, okay? I'll give you examples of where it will apply, though, alright? So here's the advice. It's better to half-ass something than to not ass it at all. Now, what that means is it's better for you to start something or leave it half done and come back to it later than to just not do it at all, right? So that doesn't mean like just half-ass everything in life. But the little things, the things that we tend to stress so much about that really aren't that important, you're allowed to half-ass, right? If you're just super depressed, you don't feel like brushing your teeth, but you know you've got to, it's okay to do it for a minute instead of 2 minutes. It's better than nothing. If you're really tired at the end of the day and you just don't feel up to doing the dishes, it's okay to scrape them and get the debris off and give them a quick rinse and leave the actual washing for the next day. It's fine. If you just don't feel like sitting there and folding your laundry because you have better things to do that are more important, like spend time with your kids or something, the clothes are clean. It's a pain in the ass to dig through the basket, but there's worse things in the world. Go have fun with your kids. Like, I feel like we were given these expectations, or at least I was growing up, where, we weren't allowed to leave the house to go visit family over the weekend because we lived away from our family, unless everything was kept totally spotless. Which I can understand not wanting to come home to a filthy house, but totally spotless was a bit much when you've got four kids and two of them with more severe disabilities, right? Like that's a lot to put on your two daughters that have to do the bulk of the cleaning when it comes to that prep. So, for something like that, I feel like if you come home and the floors need to be vacuumed or there's laundry to be put into the washer, that's whatever. As long as you're not coming home to like moldy dishes or whatever, that's something you can half-ass. Just don't leave moldy dishes or close to mildew in the washing machine and it's fine. You know, um, like I said, if you don't feel up for doing dishes, just make sure that they're not going to be absolutely disgusting and leave them for later. Like a little pre-prep and then it can be done either after the kids are in bed or in the morning when you feel more up for it or whatever your situation is, whatever. We don't have to do everything perfectly right away is the point of it. We live in a society where we have such high expectations of ourselves. We're taught you've got to put in all this work, you have to do all this stuff to get the reward, and then even then the reward is like not that much, but we beat ourselves up about it if it's still not perfect. Give yourself grace. It's okay to half ass something once in a while. Just make sure you whole ass wiping your butt. That's something you need to whole ass. Yeah. Otherwise, just take it easy. Dishes are going to be there tomorrow. Laundry is going to be there tomorrow. Your kids are wanting to stop and play today. Your kids are going to be grown up and out of the house before you know. Some things it's okay to just half ass. Take some pressure off, let yourself enjoy the life that you want to live a little bit. Anyways, that was my therapist's advice, probably because I'm a bit of a perfectionist. Hence why, even though I have a migraine, I'm still trying to do 2 videos. Okay, love you. Bye bye.